Vanakkam, Namaskar, Namaste, good morning, Guten Morgen, Ni hao ma. Okay, that's the end of my language skills. Well, it's an honor to be here and to give a setting of the context speech to you all, although I have to admit it's hard to speak after these heavyweight speakers that I had in front of me. Thanks for mentioning Viksit Bharat 2047, Dr. Gupta. Thank you very much. And to Mr. Kumar's remarks, I'm from Daimler Truck, which is a commercial vehicle manufacturer. And no, Volvo is not a brand of Daimler. Unfortunately, it's a competitor. Well, looking at the EV Auto Tech Summit, it's not all about technology. It's much more than that. And therefore, I'm happy that you brought up the vision for India. Let me start a little bit up front. Let me talk about a little story of an engineer in Brazil. That was Marcos, a Brazilian engineer who got the task to bring energy to a village in the rainforest of the Amazon. And he thought, well, how can I bring the energy to this village? He went there and he saw it's a village in the middle of the rainforest. How can he generate energy? With conventional energies, fuel, coal, something? No, not because of the environment. Solar energy, well, difficult. The rainforest is almost covered, so what to do? So what he did was, he was talking to the elders of the village and learned about how is the rainforest progressing? What are the influences of the rainforest? He learned about the environment. And what the elder told him was, listen to what has to be done in order to embed something like solar panels in the ecosystem. And with that knowledge, he developed a solar infrastructure where he used the spots in the roof of the rainforest to embed it there, to really integrate the solar panels in the environment. And when he has done that, he looked back to the village and he saw that the kitchens had refrigerators driven by the electricity he generated. The children went to schools where they had computers running on the energy he created. And he saw that whatever he has done improved the society of the village. So what do we learn out of this story? Whatever we do in terms of sustainability is much more than pure technology. And this is exactly also what is behind Viksit Bharat. Viksit Bharat is the vision to make India a developed country after 100 years of independence. You mentioned the #1 areas as part of it. It's much more. Prime Minister Modi wants India to be the #1 in terms of all the innovative and progressive research areas. And this is also considering the 17 areas of SDG. To those who don't know that, SDG is Sustainable Development Program of the United Nations. They have made a charter of 17 chapters where the countries should strive for, till 2050, to become sustainable in all sense. In Viksit Bharat, the target is to achieve that already in 2047. So you're ahead of all other nations. And what you are doing here is you lay the foundation for that. Because whatever is done here in the automotive industry, you can cover at least 3 of these 17 projects. In the Charter 7, we are talking about clean energy. So with electric vehicles, we contribute to that. In Charter 11, we talk about clean cities, sustainable communities. Whatever is there in charging infrastructure. And I saw booth outside where there are a lot of research and product offers done for infrastructure and contributions to society. That contributes to 11. Number 13 is about the climate. And this is exactly, Gupta ji, what you mentioned, contribution of the electric vehicles, can they clean also? It's not only they are not producing, but maybe they clean. Side note, by the way, the Bharat Stage 6C vehicles clean the air. Whatever comes into the vehicles is dirtier than what comes out. So already the combustion engine doing that. So what I have seen here is basically, in this summit, you will learn a lot of what is currently ongoing, but also where all the companies, where all of you are working on for the future. And let's really take this opportunity to look what is the current state of the art and how we can groom this further towards the goal of Viksit Bharat. And by the way, there's a small program in the Viksit Bharat which is called 30 at 30. I don't know who is aware of that. That means that we want to have 30% of the vehicles registered by 2030 should be electric vehicles. And we are not there yet. So to your point, buses. We have currently, no, not currently, end of 2023 in India, there are registered 12,000 buses, electric buses all over India. And the annual amount of sales of e-buses is around about 1,200, out of a market of 24,000. 24,000 is the overall bus market in India, 1,200 electric buses, so we are talking about roughly 5%. That is far away from the target 2030. For those who say, how does he know so much of buses? I was the former CEO of Buses India in Chennai, and I was part of that journey. Unfortunately, I had to go back to Germany, so therefore it's not anymore my business. But this is a big topic. We should really push for a higher share of electric vehicles. And there are a lot of innovations that we can choose. Daimler has a big contribution. Our operations here in India, in Chennai, the Daimler India Commercial Vehicles with the Bharat-Benz is one part of that. Also, maybe one of you have already seen the announcements. They are also introducing vehicles, electric vehicles, fuel cell vehicles, etc. However, we see it as a larger scale in our company. Our target is to bring these technologies to all markets all over the world. And therefore, we are looking for cooperations also globally. Now comes Volvo again in. We have 2 companies created with Volvo together because we think when we combine our forces, then we can create something big. So therefore, we have created a company called Cellcentric. Volvo and Daimler together are developing fuel cell. And this together to have it in Volvo trucks and buses as well as in Daimler trucks and buses. The second, we announced just recently that also together with Volvo, we are working on a platform which enables also other technologies. We will work on an operating system, a platform similar to iOS or Android for the truck industry. And this will enable us all these nice technologies that also you mentioned, Dr. Gupta, to introduce in the trucks as well. Be it the assistance system, the ADAS, be it vehicle to X communications, etc. So, and what I have seen here in all the stalls, which I have seen, there are small contributors to the big picture. And I encourage you all to learn from each other and to use this opportunity for exchange to work on our common goal. And the common goal, and I just quote Dr. Gupta, is to work towards a bright future for a sustainable world. With that, I wish you nice 2 days. All the best from my side. Thanks.